We had what I would think is a pretty good transfer window considering the money we spent. I think I found a few diamonds in the rough. I may have used a little bit of subterfuge to do that, but needs must. If you're coming from the last episode, it's literally about 3 minutes later. So let's get into it. My name's FM20. It's time to get real. So, just a brief recap of where we are now. We are in first place, and that's really odd to say. We've scored 7 goals. We've allowed 4 yellow cards in 2 games. That's not good. Predrag Smilkovic leads us with 4 goals, also has the highest rating. Eric Majashak and Charles Ely Mathis, my young French winger, each have 2 assists. Majashak and Smilkovic each have a Player of the Match awards, and I've got 4 players, each with 1 yellow card. Fun times. Lucina Traore is still out another month or so, but frankly, with Smilkovic playing the way he is, it may be hard for Traore to get back into the starting lineup, and I never really thought I would say that out loud. Our first 2 games were really good. We absolutely thrashed Sporting 4-0. They had 16 shots, 10 on target. We had 10 and 7, and a slight possession advantage, and we absolutely smacked them. We punched them in the mouth, and they never recovered. And then against Athletic Club, we got lucky. I will be the first to admit the St-Gerard goal in the 70th minute was nice, and it gave us the lead, and we did just enough to hold on. This was not our best game. On the other side of the coin, it was not Athletic Club's best game either, but we did just a little bit better than them, and we came out on top. And that is why 2 games, 3 weeks into La Liga, we are currently in first place. Today, we are playing Sociedad and Betis. I thought about doing Madrid and Cadiz, but Cadiz has turned my bogey team. I really don't want to lose to them in a live comp. So, we're going to do Real Sociedad and Betis today, and then probably come back for Atletico and Alaves from there. So, let's get into it. I'm going to set my best 11, check the reserves. We're going to come back with our match in just a bit. We are still playing our 4-2-4. As much as I want to switch formations up sometimes, for whatever reason, this formation keeps working for us. So I'm not going to switch away from it unless I have the players to switch away from. Van Berkel is in goal. Mahmoud, Mesic, Lukeba, and Nunez are the defensive back 4. Majashak and St-Gerard are the midfielders. Mathis and Matondo are the attacking midfielders. Smilkovic and Metasevic up top as the strikers. And I think Nunez is my only Spanish player in the starting 11. And I'm okay with that. Because I want to win. And I don't care who I have to use to do that. Lopez sends it in. Stark's there. And Van... Totally blanking on his name. That's sad. Van Berkel. Good grief. I knew it was Van something. And he doesn't stop that one, though. If I had remembered his name properly, he would have stopped it. Bet. Hell of a time to check and see if the microphone's on now, Jellico. Good grief. Isaac with the goal. Man, 2 years ago, he was the wonder kid everybody wanted. Majashak. Back to Mesic. Drops it off to Majashak. Out to Nunez. He drives forward, crosses the top of the box, takes the shot, curls it wide right. Solid effort, though. About 30 minutes in, we are going to tell the guys to show some passion, and they're fired up. Holy cow, everything's coming up Millhouse. And now they're all back to anxious. Rulli. Oh, Oyarzabal moved. Now he's at Sociedad. Frack. Mathis to Majashak. To Mesic. Up to Mathis. He's got help. Drops it off to Mahmoud, who gets by the one defender, holds it up, crosses it in, and it went in? What happened there? He got fouled. Okay, Majashak's taking this. Oh, and Rulli with a nice save, of course. The Great Wall of Ruli lives again. And another stop from Ruli. Oyarzabal. Was Oyarzabal in Sociedad last year? I just remember him scoring goals. Matozovic, driving forward. Up to Smokovic. Out to Mathis, who gets behind by one guy in the box. And I'm going to say that was a cross, and the number 31 player got held up. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We've been the better team. We keep doing what we're doing, we'll be fine. But keeping doing what we're doing doesn't mean kick it right at Geronimo Rulli, or in a place where Rulli can make the save when it's our turn. Lukeba to Van Berkel. Over to Messick. Up to Majashak. He drives forward. Long pass. Mokovic. And, oh, he got too much on it. He was rushed. Got more than a few players who are not having their best game. Smokovic in the box. Holds it up. Crosses in. Lukeba's there. And Rulli with a nice stop. Who is that? Nunez. Hold on a second. $11 long throws. I knew that. Okay, Ruiz is going to come on from Matasevic. Sarak's going to come on from Mahmoud. We're going to save our last sub. Isaac, nice first touch. Out to Barantaxis. Barantasea. Oyarzabal. Oh, it goes wide. Small favors. Okay, guys, it is time to demand some more. Mathis. Up into space, Smokovic. Surrounded by Green. Sends it in. Ruiz is there. Mathis is there. Smokovic gets the rebound. Out to Sarak. Smokovic taps it, and it goes high. The dude's 5'10". He's got 2 headers already this season. Ruiz sends it in. Smokovic can't control it. Knocked away. Oh, Mathis at the top of the box. Drops it off to Messick. Back to Mathis. Nunez. Takes the shot. Oh, really a nice save. Wow, that was a hell of a shot by Nunez. Was nowhere near the goal, and Rulli still got a hand on it. Cross in. Banged out of bounds. Come on, boys. It's time to get creative. And we're going to lose the Real Sociedad. 21 shots, 8 on target, decent possession advantage, and we couldn't put it together. Oyarzabal. He's been on Sociedad. He was transfer listed. Okay. Everybody had off games. Eric will bounce back, and we are going to bounce back as well with a game. Oh, we got the international break coming up with Betis. I keep on doing this. What I should have done, and I realize this now, is played Betis Madrid. But we're going to come back for Betis. It's going to be a little bit. At least for me, it's going to be a little bit. We're going to come back for that game. Back in a few. So we're playing Real Betis today. The international break went really well, except Rabbi Maitondo did something to his knee. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. So I've got Tremoni playing on the right. And I may have inadvertently insulted Nebel Fekir in my press conference. It was entirely unintentional, I swear. We got Van Berkel on goal, Mahmoud, Sarak, Lukeba, and Nunez as the defensive back four. Majashak and Singshare as the midfielders. Mathis and Tremoni as the attacking midfielders. Smokovic, who had a couple of goals, at least, well, I know he had at least one during the international break, and Matozovic. Traore is back. He is only good for about 45 minutes. So we will see some second half action from him. And Tremoni just went out with what? Ouch. Ow. Well, that is why we have Yada. And can Mathis play the right? He can, but not really. So we will keep Yada there. Yada likes being a winger. Hopefully it isn't serious for Tremoni. Nunez. Long throw in. Smokovic, and he scores. Nice. 5 goals in 3 games. And this is just the core FM routine. I need to go on. I really don't do set pieces. I don't. I'll tweak the ones that kind of suit my players, but frankly, at the end of the day, I'm not really quite 100% sure what I'm doing when it comes to set pieces. So, if we got Nunez making long throws like that, we can definitely put it to use. Trillinov rounds the defender, centers it. Robert's there. Back and forth. Oh, and Van Berkel cleared it. I thought for sure that was over the line. Half hour in, we're doing pretty well. 6 shots, 4 on target. Fekir sends it in. Lost in the crowd again. And Pavlovic equalizes. Yeah, not a lot Van Berkel could do to stop that. Fekir sends it in again. And they skied over the crossbar. Coming up on half. Oh, last highlight. Pavlovic sends it up. Fekir's there, but it's knocked away. Suarez gets it up to Trillinov. Dispossessed. Fekir 1-on-1 Van Bricken. And he stopped. Nice. That could have been a morale killer. Okay, I've got to stop using this "we're the better team" stuff because it's just not working. Well, 60 minutes in, first highlight. Matozovic off the throw-in. Back to Nunez. Centers it to Matuszak. Sinclair. Mathis loses it, but Smokovic is there, and he scores. Something tells me that Mathis kind of sort of did that on purpose. 61 minutes in, we are going to make a change. We're going to bring Matozovic off. We're going to bring Traore on. Smokovic. The other reason I really like him, he's very left-footed. So you cannot go wrong there. Traore also likes to play. He can play advanced forward. I'm going to make him an advanced forward on support. Someone else is having a really off game. Who was it? Mathis is on a 6-6. Sinclair is on a 6-4. We are going to bring Grigera on. Somebody was offsides. That goal didn't count. Son of a gun. Why am I just now noticing that? Fekir. Back to Rios. Pavlovic sent up, knocked away, but Joku's there. Out to Rios. All alone on the left. Drives forward. Holds it up. Suarez in the box. Bounces it off. Nunez is there. He gets it out to Mathis, who loses it. Goes to Joku. Batra's there. Rober in the box. Holds it up. Bartra. Hernandez. Back to Rober. And they... Don't want to see that again. Push forward, boys. They're going to equalize. They're going to get a third one here. Fekir gets by the defender. Dispossessed, but Bartra gets it. Hernandez is there. Some things you can just see coming. Some things you can just see coming. I really don't want to see this one again either. Kickoff highlight. Van Berkel. Over to Sarek, to Akeba. Tries getting it to Smokovic, but it's not hard enough. Rober has it. Driving forward. Crosses it in. Suarez is there in the box. Back to Rios. Come on. And he's fouled. Are you kidding me? Good grief. Anything that... And it was inside the box? Here's your chance, Van Berkel. Nope. That's annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. Oh, look, 4 yellow cards. Imagine that. Now we're down at 7th place. Well, actually, we're tied for 4th. That's okay. We got Madrid coming up. That's not okay. Lissandro Tremoni. 3 to 6 weeks. Okay. Leaves me a little bit weak on the right. Smokovic can play there. Ruiz can't play there. Who used to play there? Poirot could play there back in the day. Yada's going to have to play on the right. Mathis is going to have to play on the left. Okay, the Sociedad game was close. We had our opportunities there. This Betis game is just annoying as heck. Smokovic looks like the real deal. He had a goal in the UEFA Championship under-23s. He had 3 goals in non-competitive competition. 5 goals so far, 7.80 for 5.9 left-footed advanced forward. He's got 2 headers, I want to say. So he's definitely proven to be the signing of the season so far. Hopefully with Traore coming back, I can work them into some sort of rotation. I have no problems pulling Matozovic off and playing Traore as a complete forward. If that's what it takes to get them both on the field. Who's ever scoring stays, and that's the way it's going to be. Well, I was hoping for at least one win. That wasn't going to happen. As I said earlier in the video, Custer had a plan too, and mine was about as good as his. But I still kept most of my head. I swear, every time I get upset, I do this, and I was looking at an old video I did way, way back in the FM20 days when I was experimenting with my camera the first time around, and my hairline was a little bit lower. So, that's Football Manager for you. If you liked what you've seen or heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM20. I thank you for watching.